Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal, que el novio teme.
Welcome back, guys, to the channel. It's really nice to see everybody out there once again. Thanks very much for all the comments on the previous video. That was pretty good fun that we had over in America. I know it's pretty depressing for us because it's horrible weather over here, but today we've got a bit of sun and I'm on the range. So I don't do many reviews on this channel, but the reviews I do, I really believe in, and I actually use a couple of the products that I'm going to use today, and I'm going to show you. One of them I've used since 2017, and the other one is quite a new one to the market, but I've been using it now for about 3 months. I think it'll definitely be a really good thing for you guys to practice with. Because I don't know about you, but when you practice, I like, if we're working on something with our coaches, we want to make sure that we're actually doing that, because it's very hard to see your own swing. And sometimes the feelings that we get are not exactly what we are doing. Okay, so the first thing today, I'm going to be showing you two things that I totally believe in, and something that you should definitely use every time that you practice. Maybe not out on the golf course, but if you're at the range, it's definitely worth its weight in gold, this kind of equipment. This is the Golfstickcam. I've got to say, that's just a shocking name. It's really hard to say. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, but that's not my fault. But it doesn't detract from what great product it is. And this was designed by Paul Nichols, and he has brought this one to market basically to help fund his son, who's just turned professional, and you know how expensive that kind of thing is. So I think it's a great project as well. I think it's great for the money to go back into an up-and-coming player. But onto the actual product itself, we've got a light graphite shaft, and this is really handy because it just sits in the golf bag all the time. You just leave it there, there's no problem, it can sit down in it, and as far as that's concerned, you can just carry it around a bit like alignment sticks, no problem. It's better than alignment sticks because it's got that much less flexibility in it, and these clip-ons are really handy. So we've got this clip here, and that is going to clip onto the bag. So clips onto the bag like that, and what we can then do is basically what the product's for, is to film yourself. And you can just stick your phone in like this. In a second, you can record yourself out when you're out on the golf course, or if you're a vlogger, it's perfect for that kind of thing. But primarily, it's for you to see what your golf swing is doing and seeing how you're performing when you're out on the golf course at any time. So that's the first thing. So nice and easy, it just goes in your bag like so. The other thing, which I think it's more important for, because I don't really like to break up play out on the golf course, because it's a faff and it lets your players down, you know, and you know, the game's slow enough as it is. But when you're on the actual practice fairway, or maybe in a range, this is an amazing bit of kit. Because when we're out on the golf course, we can also just stick it in the ground, and it just pushes into the ground, and we can record, you know, like if your mate's having a go, you can just go bosh and record him nice and steadily. But the nice thing about it is also what comes with it are feet. So it's been super well designed. The feet just pop out like so, and they clip on the button in a second, and they're nice and light. And if you look at this, you just stick it down like that. I'll do the full thing here. Get the phone out, and as you can see, you get to your range, stick your phone in, that's going nowhere. And it's perfect, you just stand in front of it, you can set it up permanently on the range there, all good. There's no chance that's really, I mean, if it's very windy, and you thought that it might blow over, which I've never had it blow over yet, they've even thought of that, and they supply a nice heavy weight there, and that heavy weight just goes on one foot. That now is not going anywhere. You could put anything on there. It's got attachments for an, obviously all your phones. You can put pretty much any phone in there because it stretches nice and wide. And also you can put a GoPro. It's the same attachment as your GoPro, which I've used on and off over the time. But primarily I use this just for sitting behind on the range and just recording the swings. So there's loads of reasons to have this unit. I think it's good fun with your friends, you're recording it, if you're out on the golf course. But primarily, if you're at the range and you're working on your swing, which is why we're at the range, you know, don't just go to the range, just constantly hit golf balls. You always should be working on one small thing or another. It could be just something as simple as tempo, or it could be a swing change that your coach has helped you to develop. Now, a lot of the time, when we think, let's just say we're trying to maybe have a taller, like a higher backswing perhaps. Now quite often when we're hitting our golf balls, we're so grooved into our swing that we might have had for years, even if we've had our natural swing for 6 months. The feel and what is actually happening are two very different things. So it's absolutely crucial for something like this for you to actually look at it and see where it's going. So if we're going to go for like maybe a much higher backswing because you're getting a little bit flat, say, you're naturally going to be here, and then your coach is going to say, oh, you want to try and swing it up this direction. Now we know with like people like Alex Noren and even Justin Rose, they do all these crazy kind of movements to try and instigate this very small change in your swing. Now that's really important because, I mean, if he actually swung the way he was drilling in rehearsing, he would miss the ball. But you can start to implement those feelings with the help of a video, because the video can see these small incremental changes start to develop over time. Once you video every swing, certainly in practice, then you start to get confidence in that swing change. And by checking a video after every shot, which is what I'm leading on to next, you can really start to see how your swing's starting to change. And then you can get home on it even after a good session on the range and go through your swings and think what was good, what was bad, and you know, you can give yourself a bit of confidence with these swing changes that we're all trying to do all the time to become better golfers. Okay, so with the Golfstickcam, it just rolls off the tongue, that doesn't it? With the Golfstickcam, you really do need an app of some choice, I would say, to put on your phone, obviously to record yourself. You can do it with your straight the video player on your phone, which is perfectly fine. The trouble is with that is we set up to hit our shot, we go over and we fiddle about and get our video correct, then we come back again, and then we hit our shots that we're trying to concentrate on, and then we walk back over and we have to press stop, and then we've got to do the whole process again, maybe even check. Now what I think is, certainly if you're making bigger swing changes, the best thing to do is just hit your shot, check, then hit your shot and check. And the best app that I've found for this is Swing Profile. It's not many people actually use it from certainly gatherings that I've been to, but there's one very specific thing that I think is crucial for this type of thing. And I'll show you what it is. So I've set up my Golfstickcam, and I've stuck my iPhone on it. That took no time at all. I've opened my app. Okay, so the first thing to do, I've opened up, you've got a little man on there. We're going to turn that round. We're only going to set this once. Now we move that to a position with the help of all the nice settings on this Golfstickcam. This can be tricky without a little bit of stuff like that. There we go. And it's saying we're ready to go on auto. Now I like to use it on replay, and I think this is the best way. It saves every single swing that you've already done. There's lots of different features which I'll go through, but what I love about it is I can just press that and I can go up, hit a golf ball. Let's say I'm trying to get a bit of a steeper backswing. Now, without doing anything, the first thing it's done is it's worked out when I hit that golf ball and recorded it. And secondly, it's playing me back that exact swing that I've just done without me going anywhere near it. And that will just keep repeating in slow motion. We've got the lines there so we can work out our swing planes. You don't have to have those, but you can set those up if you like. So we've just hit one and we've looked back and we've played it back to ourselves. Perfect. We can see if we're doing anything like we're hoping to. Now I'm just going to hit another one. There we go. I've hit one more. I've thought about my swing, what I'm trying to change, what I'm trying to do, and it's now taken that one. And as you can see, it's playing it back to me perfectly. And I can just look back very quickly and see my swing and how I'm swinging. Now the other thing, there's other options, is we can actually change it so we can look at swings from 2 years ago and maybe put them side by side and see if we've changed anything. It keeps all the swings that you do. So now I don't have to touch that again. Now I can just pick up a driver and hit a driver and it will just keep recording it. So you can either do a session and go home and look at them individually, look at your lines and look at your points with whatever it is your coach is helping you with. And then, or you can look back after every shot and just have a quick look, and it gives you a very good idea of like what you're trying to do to maintain your swing. So one thing is the guys, I've got to say that the golf stick, Paul sent me this one for free, and I'm going to do a deal, so look at the link down below on those if you would like to get one. I'll send all the information's down there. I definitely recommend for Christmas for sure. You maybe get your partners or maybe buy one for yourself as a treat. It really is good once you've got it. And the Swing Profile app is not a free app, you know, which is fair enough. It's a lot of development goes into it. But I'm going to be giving 5 away on the channel. You don't have to do anything. Just write a comment below on this video and I'll put you in. And all being well, you'll win a year's free subscription to the Swing Profile app. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I'll hit a few shots now myself and try and see if I can change a few little swing thoughts. And enjoy your practice and make sure you're working towards a better swing. Thanks a lot, guys.